Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome to Unit Lost. I am Stylosa and let's talk about D.Va's changes that are currently on the PTR, which is the public test region, so you can test the patches out before they actually go live. They have turned D.Va into an absolute monster. Now if you're a D.Va player, you're probably wondering what the hell is that thing in the middle of the screen that keeps popping up there. What they've done is they have changed the defense matrix to a toggled ability. Now that green bar you can see in the center of the screen that keeps going down as I use it, that's the charge bar, right? So this thing passively charges when you're not using the shield or the defense matrix. But this is such a massive change for D.Va because it means you've got the defense matrix available almost all of the time. Obviously it doesn't last that long. I think it lasts for maybe 10 seconds if you just put it out, or maybe 7 to 10 seconds. I'm not actually sure how long it lasts for. That's bad style, you should have checked before you started the video. But it can last a long time if you want to blast it all in one go. But that's not what you use Defense Matrix for. Defense Matrix now has turned D.Va into an actual tank. Because D.Va had a massive problem before, where she was this ultra-mobile sort of backline assassin, where her damage only really works at point-blank range. But because she's such a big target, because she's got such a massive headshot box on the front of her mech, in case you didn't know, the front of her mech where her face is, the glass panel, all of that is her head, basically, when she's in the mech. So when you shoot that, you get the crit damage. So even though she's got a lot of health, she's very easy to burn down. But with Defense Matrix now, which is almost always available, you can pop it all the time. I mean, look at this. It's almost like I'm acting like a poor man's Reinhardt, yeah? You're never going to block as much damage as Reinhardt, because Reinhardt's shield is Reinhardt's shield, and it's really, really powerful. But with this, you can just keep toggling it on and off, and you can stop a lot of ultimates and stop a lot of damage. Talking about ultimates, this is D.Va's new ultimate. The same as before, kind of, right? Before it used to take 4 seconds to detonate. Now it takes 3 seconds, and believe you me, it feels much quicker than that. When D.Va's ultimate comes near you, you really need to run now. A lot of the time, you just cannot escape it, and you will die to it. But you would have noticed there as well, guys, I did not move out of the blast. D.Va no longer takes damage from her own ultimate. That is massive, because what it means you can do is, as you just watched me do there, you can fire the ultimate off and stay in the ultimate and chase people down as they're trying to run away, because nobody in their right mind is going to stay there and try and kill you when your ultimate is about to detonate, because it will instantly kill them. It is fantastic. I really like that change. The best thing though with D.Va now is she's actually a tank, as I said earlier. She's no longer this sort of hero that you just pick to dive onto the payload, right? Because that's all she was, right? I mean, she had some very specific uses, I guess, right? On some control point maps, yeah, she was okay. The biggest problem was, whenever you popped Defense Matrix, you had to wait for the cooldown to finish before you could use it again. Now, you've got Defense Matrix almost all of the time. So if you're very good, and when I say all of the time, like, you've got it for a few seconds, most of the time, right? If you burn through all the charge, it's not going to be available, right? And sometimes you do just want to put it out in case a lot of damage is coming forward. And in that case, you know, it sort of does make sense, right? You can see most of my gameplay here. I am actually using Defense Matrix all of the time. This is the main thing you need to do with D.Va now. She still is a backline sort of tanky assassin, right? But now she can function in the team, and she can just stop enemy damage. And it's not like Reinhardt in the sense of Reinhardt absorbs a lot of damage, right, as it's coming in. I can absorb 2,000 damage before his barrier breaks. This is more specific damage deletion. When you see something that could possibly take out your team, so if you see an ultimate about to go, or something like that, you can put this up and just stop the damage. Also as well, you can put this up most of the time when you're diving in as well. So when you use the boost ability and you jump in onto a target, you've always got your defense matrix available to stop damage hitting you, then you can jump onto it and take it out. D.Va now is extremely good at dealing with people like Bastion and Torbjorn's turret. She could still deal with them before to some degree, but now she's even better. Like, she's gone from a hero that would never be picked, or picked in only a very few situations. Like, I would never see her in competitive games. You don't really see her in kind of quick play or something like that. In some pro games you might see her if they do specific things, or if you just need to jump on the payload. But now, oh my god, now she is so good. And I love this because I really like D.Va. I really, really enjoy playing D.Va. You can probably tell from the way I've just been playing throughout this clip, I'm pretty good with D.Va, and I really like D.Va. So the way they've changed her means she's actually viable and she can be used. Also, that Hanzo I just killed, I think he waved at me in the tunnel. What were you doing, Hanzo? I think he was trying to get on YouTube, like, hey, look at me. Instead, he got drilled in the face with dual fusion cannons and, well, died. So that was beautiful. I think we'll get to see it in a sec when it goes back to play the game. But yeah, the way I'm just using her is I'm bossing the issue. I'm diving onto people because I know I can prevent their damage. Yeah, she doesn't prevent damage from all sources, right? So beam damage, generally, she doesn't prevent. So, you know, Symmetra's beam, Zarya's beam, stuff like that, she's not going to stop. But she does stop the majority of attacks in the game, which makes her very, very powerful. Like, stupidly powerful. What we're going to do now, though, after we just see the play of the game, and we get to see Hanzo wave again, we're going to go forward into a control point map. Because the next map, it's a little bit of a stomp. This is the PTR, so it has issues with, like, matchmaking, because there's not that many players. Yeah, what's he doing, Hanzo? Oh, dear, Hanzo. But yeah, you can see with this here, right, I pop the ultimate, and I just keep on firing at them. I mean, I killed McCree before the ultimate detonated there, and I killed him with a pistol, which I wouldn't have been able to do before because I've been running away. And he might have actually got away because, you know, the extra second cooldown of the old ultimate. Also, that was really nice off Lucio there. If you're on the bridge, guys, never delay on the bridge when you're playing on this map. You need to get across it quick because Farah or Farah, whatever the hell her name is, or Lucio are going to knock you off the bridge pretty much all of the time. Or even D.Va could headbutt you off the bridge. So what you're going to see in this is the use of defense matrix, again, is key to D.Va. I mean, it's such a fantastic change, this is. And, like, I don't feel like this needs to be nerfed or anything. Like, to me, this just feels... It feels that she's now a tank, right? Because even though she had a high health pool, it was very easy to burn her down, as I mentioned before, with a big sort of crit box on her face. If you look at Roadhog, Roadhog has got a shitload of health, but Roadhog can heal himself rapidly. So, yeah, he's great. Reinhardt's got his barrier. That's obvious. Zarya's got her barriers, which, again, are obvious, right? And also, she regenerates shields really quick, Zarya does. But then when you look at D.Va, she was this weird one where she couldn't really absorb damage, which is the whole point of a tank, right? Now she can. Yeah, she's very, like, positional based. You need to be in the right position, and you need to be more aware of what the enemy are doing. You can't just sit there with your barrier up. Like Reinhardt, a lot of the time Reinhardt just sits there with his barrier up because it's safe, right? You can't do that with D.Va because you need your charge available for your defense matrix. You can't just blow it all because then you might need it and it might not be available. So it's great. It's again, like, I guess one of these, like, slightly higher skill cap kind of damage reduction abilities. It's kind of like Anna in a way, where she's got the heals, which are obviously skill shots. You have to land the shots to get the heals. There's no auto aim involved. And in some ways, this is kind of the same. Like, when your team are taking damage, you need to be aware of that. Like here, there's a Bastion set up there. Well, I mean, I don't want the Bastion shooting our team, do I? So I'm sort of jumping in and out. You can use your body as a bit of a meat shield because, I mean, you've got a lot of health, right? I kind of whiffed the ultimate there. I tried to get it through the door, but Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. D.Va, I think, is really great now. We're going to see a lot of D.Va. I think D.Va Winston combos are going to be insanely powerful just because of the movement capability. You can just jump in there and do absolute work on the enemy team. Also, I missed Winston out when I was going through the tanks as well. I'm sorry, Winston. You've got your shield, Winston. I mean, come on. Yeah, all right then, guys. We'll leave it at that. This is D.Va, and I think D.Va's changes are absolutely brilliant, and I don't think she's OP. I think this is fantastic, and I cannot wait to play D.Va. I really, really want to play D.Va, but before she was just, well, I'm just going to say it, she was crap. Anyway, guys, you can follow me on Twitter, which is @UnitLostGaming. If you like the video, then like the video, and I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Toodaloo.